Hi Taurus, welcome back. Taurus, this is going to be your December tarot reading. If you're new to me, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. And now also, if you would like to get additional videos, you can become a member when you click the join button. So, Taurus, let's see, your overall energy is the Chariot. This talks about the angel of guidance in this deck. Now, Taurus, I feel like the Chariot energy is like a swift movement forward energy. It could indicate travel as well on a very mundane level. But I feel like what you're going towards is more of a harmonious, cooperative, balanced type of energy, okay? I feel like you're going to try and be fair during this time period, which Taurus, I feel like you are, generally speaking, a very fair type of energy. I feel like, you know, it's kind of a considerate type of vibe. So I feel like you will be considerate of others during this time frame. But on a negative side, it can be a little bit indecisive, a little bit too much people pleasing, which you want to be careful of, and judgmental. So watch that energy, okay? So Taurus, you have out first the Empress, which I love for you because I feel like you represent the Empress, Taurus. This is a very confident energy that you're going to be starting December out with. It's also an energy of where, like, you know, you've done the work on the back end and now things come easily to you versus you having to maybe go towards it, right? It's a very law of attraction type of vibe, and I love that for you. Queen of Swords here. I feel like, you know, Taurus, you're definitely going to be a more analytical approach this upcoming month, okay? I feel like this is kind of looking at all of the facts, you know, but not jumping to conclusions. Like I said, it's more of a considerate vibe, wanting harmony over being right, wanting happy over right, you know, that type of vibe. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Libra, because I have that energy here as well, or Gemini, but not all of you. Then you have the Lover's card out, which is, I feel like this is where that's going to come in handy, Taurus. So needing to make some decisions here, unlocking your heart if you've had it on lockdown, you know what I'm saying? It's really interesting because it's a very confident vibe, but it's also kind of, it's a very soft vibe, but it's also kind of a walled off vibe. Does that make sense? So it's like being hyper focused on the present moment, which is great. It's great to be present in the present moment, but to the point that you don't see your surroundings. So there's a difference between like being present in the present moment and then being like oblivious to things around you. So you want to keep an awareness there, okay, is what I feel. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So slowly moving forward towards your goals during this time frame, or slowly moving towards that decision. It's like slow and methodical, you know what I'm saying? Like the energy I just talked about. Queen of Pentacles here, but it came out in the reverse. So in the upright, this is someone who's climbing the ladder, or literally just getting ready to make that elevation. But I actually feel, okay, that right now you're going to kind of hold back a little bit. I don't see this as negative. I think that it's just not the right time yet, okay? So that's that, going back to that energy of feeling like things are going to come towards you as opposed to you going towards it, that type of vibe. So it's like, instead of making the effort, I feel like there'll be some amount of effortlessness in the way things move forward this month, which is amazing, right? But watch that you don't become unstable or too unsteady, or, you know, that you don't get so, like I said, wrapped up in the present moment that you don't see maybe the immediate dangers outside of you, or you don't see the red flags until the red flags are there. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't walk around with blinders on, Taurus, because that's a big caution during December. Then you have the Eight of Swords, and that's what I'm talking about. Those are those blinders. But those are self-put there, right? So have an awareness about you during this time frame, okay? Then you have the Knight of Cups, the Hermit, the Five of Cups, but the Five of Cups came out in the reverse. So I like that. If you're going to have a Five of Cups, you want it to come out in the reverse. So I feel like there's a part of you that kind of looks back on emotional disappointments in December. You know, like things might be resurfacing. It is the holiday season, so a lot of times people resurface or feelings resurface, you know. We have a little too much on the holidays and we drunk out people and all kinds of crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? So not saying you're going to do that, but that's just some examples, right? So I feel like there might be a look back period, you know, and things that disappointed you. But I think what you're coming to the conclusion for in December is that it's not that it didn't hurt or that the disappointment wasn't there, but you're glad that it's over. Or you're glad that you're past that, or not wanting to revisit it if it's brought to you, okay? Because I do sense like there's a sense of wanting to be comfortable and isolate a little bit, and I think you found enlightenment over the situation. You've seen it from both sides, okay? And Taurus, once you're able to see it from both sides, then you're kind of able to put it to rest, I feel. And I think that if you do go back into this energy, whatever this is that made you feel this way, it's a darker energy. So for some of you, it might be loss or a feeling like a coulda, shoulda, wouldas, or I'm giving examples of what this could be. I just feel like if you entertain it, then it will create instability in December, and it will get in the way of you having enlightenment. And so it's important to, you know, not entertain that during this time period. You found out what you needed to find out. You have now put yourself in a place where you're more comfortable, and why continue to juggle that, right? So I feel like overall, Taurus, then you have the Ten of Pentacles. Woo! What's for you in December? Well, stability and comfort. And you love that, Taurus. That's your, you know, you love that. You love, Taurus is generally very family-oriented people, and I feel like you'll have that rest, you'll have that comfort, you'll have that chance to indulge in the things that you love, but just be careful not to go into whatever past regrets are here, or if that is presented back to you, or a person from the past, or memories from the past, or something like that comes up. It's okay to feel it, but don't live there. You know, don't dwell there. Okay. Because I feel like the energy is guiding you to move forward now. Now, Taurus, person you could be dealing with during this time frame, we're going to go into that. For Taurus. So Taurus, person you're dealing with is the Knight of Swords. So this person is communicating, okay, very fired up, passionate communication. Now that could be good, and the fact that fired up, passionate communication is good, or it could be bad, and that it could be angry communication. So watch that from whoever you're dealing with, okay? Because I feel like you're over here and you want harmony and you don't want drama, okay? I feel like this person is trying to work on that, though, regardless. So I do think they're open to things moving forward and wanting some new passion in their life. I feel like this person feels somewhat... I heard sick and betrayed. That's very specific. So some of you, that may be what this person feels like just like life has really dealt them some major wounds, okay? And I don't mean physically sick, although they could be. It could be stress, anxiety, spiritually sick. I can't describe what it's like, but when someone feels spiritually ill, the body follows suit, you know, and they feel damaged, right? And I guess that's kind of what I'm feeling here. And it puts them on the defense. All right, Seven of Wands. So I feel like this person is getting, it's like getting their second wind, you know, but because of that, because they're carrying around some sort of pain, I feel like you might want to watch communicating with them, because they might be a little blunt, a little harsh. Four of Pentacles, this person is carrying things from the past. So I feel like this person carries a lot of issues around from the past, things that have hurt them, and that kind of blocks their energy. In a sense, they're actually internally, whether you view it or not, they're very much working on this, trying to reignite that passion in them, that youthful vibe. But I do feel like they struggle with letting go, putting their defenses down, at least in December. The Nine of Pentacles here, I feel like this person is asserting their independence, wanting to be able to stand on their own ground, and, you know, maybe that's a struggle. Then the High Priestess here, I feel like this person is needing to connect with their soul. That's what I felt earlier, their spirit, because they're putting themselves into this mindset of where they're with lack. But it's a mindset. It's not a reality, okay? And needing to heal that, walk away from that behavior. So, like, I feel like, Taurus, whoever you're dealing with may isolate during the month of December. But for some, it's because they're needing to heal themselves and have that alone time. Feel that. Sometimes we need to feel that. Sounds crazy, right? That we need to feel alone. We need to feel hurt. Why would we ever want to feel hurt and alone? Because sometimes it's necessary to feel that to push us into something else. Because sometimes our ego is stubborn and wants what it wants. And sometimes life gives us shoves like that. And I feel like this person is in this energy of not really wanting to let go, let in, let budge. And I feel like, therefore, they're getting some isolation and anguish here. But I feel like it's self-inflicted or spiritually inflicted so that they can heal and that they can move forward. And this is deep. So looking in contrast to your energy, if this is somebody that you've walked away from or walked away from you, Taurus, I feel like if you get sucked back into this dynamic, it's going to impede your progress forward, and it's going to put you in your head. Don't mind my lighting. I can't help it. You know, and that was the caution. Okay, so I have a big caution here when it comes to this situation. Not that you can't show empathy, not that you can't show consideration, but I feel like this person is going through things that are on their spiritual path to go through, and it needs to be done by them. The work needs to be done by them. Just like you are responsible for you, this person is responsible for them. And Taurus, sometimes just because of your nature, you like to care for others or take over in that respect. And I feel like in this instance, I feel like this person needs to feel what they need to feel, to let go of what they need to let go of, and to connect with their own divine spirit. And that's what is happening here. So your cross watcher is going through something deep in December. All right. So it could be dealing with an Aquarius. It could be dealing with any fixed element: Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, a Virgo. Small possibility of Capricorn. Small possibility of Pisces. But it's a general reading. It's not your private reading, so it doesn't have to be any of those zodiac signs. It could just be simply the energy surrounding you during this time period. Take it as it resonates. Also, like I said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you want to become a member, get extended bonus readings, live chats with me, you can click join for a nominal fee. Or you can check out my other YouTube, totally free to you. Those are just vlogs. I do some how-to tutorials over there. It's called Tarot Talks with Dana. You can also check out my Facebook, my Instagram, and my merchandise. You probably already clicked off by now. If you didn't, thank you. You're a true fan. Till next time, Taurus. Wishing you the best. Bye.